Best-selling author Neil Gaiman has long been one of the top writers in modern comics, as well as writing books for many ages. He is listed in the Dictionary of Literary Biography as one of the top 10 best living postmodern writers, and has a prolific creation of many different prose and films, such as Coraline. Born and raised in England, Neil Gaiman now lives in Minnesota, where he somehow has reached his 40s, has a family, and needs a haircut. We introduce you to Neil Gaiman's The Graveyard Book, a 2009 Hugo Awards winner, Newbery medalist, and the 2009 Locus Awards. Here to review us is me, Alex Mambanta, of the Huang Mambanta Thai Show, and Anthony.
Hey, I'm Anthony. And here we have a trailer for you guys.
When Bud's family is killed, he takes refuge in a graveyard. Is adopted by its inhabitants and taught all of the things that dead people know. Bud grows up in a world of his own, a world where he's caught between the living and the dead. Sometimes the world on the outside of a graveyard can be a dangerous place, and it will take more than just a couple of good-hearted souls to raise a child. It will take a graveyard. The Graveyard Book is a tale of friendship, family, and how truly great it is to be alive.
So, Alex, what do you think of the book?
Well, I have to give this book a thumbs down. I thought the book's plot was an attempt to make something as good as Harry Potter, but then it falls cliché to Harry Potter. Bud is an orphan, like Harry Potter, taken into a school of witchcraft and wizardry, like how Bud is given powers of ghost and magic. And it's almost simultaneous, the exact same plot line, you know. We have Voldemort character, the unnamed Jack, who's running around trying to mess with Bud's life. And in the end, Bud triumphs with all his friends, Silas, Scarlet, and it's almost the exact same story that I'm reading. And I just didn't think that it was really worth my time reading another version of Harry Potter. What do you think, Anthony?
You know, I think I'm going to have to disagree with you. I think that this book was very well written, and that I think that Bud was a very nice man in the way that Neil Gaiman portrayed him, because you know, it talked about how he was a little baby and that he was growing up in a graveyard, in a hostile environment. Like, you wouldn't imagine living in a graveyard when you're a little kid. And that, you know, he had no friends or family. They all died. Not his friends, but his family, they died. He doesn't have anyone to talk to except, like, the ghosts. And I just thought that, like, this beginning really had me hooked onto the book, because I just wanted to explore how his future life would end up as he grew up, and that what would happen to him later on.
So would you give this book a thumbs up or a thumbs
I would
down?
give it, just a thumbs up, not 2 thumbs up.
You'd give this book a thumbs up. But let me ask you a question. There are a lot of minor characters in this book. Lisa Hemstock, the Lady of the Grey. What do you think? Why do you think they're there?
Alright, to answer your question, Alex, I think that the Lady in the Grey, you know, she probably did not play an important role, but what I think was that the Lady in the Grey, Bud made friends with her. Like, she was his real, human friend, not like a ghost friend. And Lisa Hemstock, well, obviously, if she wasn't in the book, Bud would be dead, but teaching him all this witchcraft and wizardry, you know, helped him persevere, teach him how to learn stuff, and, taught him the value of perseverance, and, which made him live through the book.
And now we take a commercial break for 5 to 10 minutes. Be back as we have introduced our next guest speaker, James Huang. And we're back. We're introducing our guest speaker, James, who's going to elaborate on some of the points we've made and introduce his own opinions. James, in the final scene, Bud's mother departs Bud with a farewell poem. Let me read it to you. Sleep, my little baby-o, sleep until you've wakened. When you wake up, you'll see the world, if I'm not mistaken. Kiss a lover, dance a measure, find your name in buried treasure. Face your life, its pain, its pleasure, and leave no path untaken. James, what do you think this poem means?
I think Neil Gaiman is trying to tell the audience that they should always pursue their goals, and that there should be no obstacles to hamper their road to success.
And James, would you give this book a thumbs up or a thumbs down?
I actually give this book a thumbs up. I thought it was pretty addicting, and it kept me reading. Every chapter it kept me wondering what would happen next, and I predict when it comes out in the future, it's going to be a big hit.
Okay, well there you go folks, the Graveyard Book. To conclude, we introduce Naruto! Naruto, just like nobody Owens, was born an orphan, saves his friends on a daily basis, and challenges the world.
Na 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 na. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. Gaiman Shinojutsu. Believe it. Na na na. Oh no, we already.